Welcome to LexLocal. I'm your host, Rick Dorrington. Thanks for joining us for the holiday edition of LexLocal, your only local news show. There are lots of celebrations ahead, but first this. The results are in. In a decisive win, Lexingtonians voted in favor of funding a new high school. The final numbers show 5,301 people voting yes and 3,282 people voting no. That's over 60% of the voters in favor of a new school. LexMedia was at the victory party, and we have reactions from Superintendent Julie Hackett, Select Board Chair Jill Hay, and a parent of a future LHS student.
I'm just so thrilled with the turnout of the vote. I am so grateful to this community. They have done an amazing job. People reached out, they educated each other, they listened to concerns, and I think that this whole community has a part in the successful outcome of the project. So we're very grateful. I'm very thrilled to not have to long-term worry about all of the maintenance issues and the things that we know have been difficult for Lexington High School through the years, and I am mostly excited for our kids. I just, to see some of the kids here tonight and see their faces and think about a new high school and think about the future is amazing. I know that teaching and learning will be so much better because that we'll have good, safe, healthy facilities. And I also know that some people are probably not excited about the outcome of this vote, and I want to say to those people that we'll just keep working to communicate and listen to your concerns and try to make this project be everything that the community wants it to be.
I'm delighted. I'm delighted with the result, and I'm especially delighted with the turnout. It really shows how deeply the town cares about our schools, cares about our students, and the commitment that we've made to each other. So this was a wonderful, wonderful evening. I think that we now get on to some more of the hard work, making some of the additional decisions that are yet to come, to keep refining, to keep listening, and to keep moving forward now that we know the direction we really are taking. And I hope not only everyone will feel wonderful about the project that we're building, but most importantly, I hope everyone will recognize that we now can sort of come together, pull together. But additionally, I'm delighted by how many people came out to vote, and I hope that this is a new era of Lexington really coming to the polls, having your voices heard, and let us all be participating together in our government.
Hi, my name is Michael Bruce. I'm super excited to see that the new Lexington High School Bloom has been approved and will be built now. It's tremendous news for our community, for the students, for the parents, for everyone here. I have a junior at LHS right now. He has used many choice words to describe the condition of the current high school, which I will not use here. I have a first year at Northeastern. She has used similar words to describe it, as did many of her friends. They all, both have gotten great educations, as have their friends, but they all said that the building's very, very dated, and it's really time to move up here into the 21st, 22nd, 23rd century, wherever we're really going these days. I do have a fourth grader. The fourth grader will actually be in the first class, and he is super excited to actually go to a terrific high school. His older brother and sister are super jealous about it, but it's going to be great for him, and it's going to be great for the future of this town. So thank you everybody who voted. Thank you everybody who stayed engaged throughout the process, and really looking forward to the future here.
Joining us now on the set is our government producer, Devin Shaw. Devin, how are you, sir? Thanks for coming on.
Nice seeing you, Rick. We have to stop meeting like this.
This is the best place to be.
I know.
So last night was a pretty decisive win. Tell us, what's the next steps now for the Lexington High School?
Well, yeah, so 37% of registered voters in Lexington showed up to vote, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 10% more than the last local election. The next step is to finish the design of the new high school. And then they'll be coming up with a more set in stone cost estimate in the design development, they call it the DD plan. And then they'll kind of start maybe some site work in 2026 with the plan to start construction in 2027. And then by 2029, kids will start populating the new school. And by 2030, it should be a done building.
So I think in that last video, one of the parents said their a child was in 4th grade now and they're expecting to be in the new high school. So is my math correct? If you're around 3rd or 4th grade, you can be expected to be in the new high school? Or
I mean, if you think about it, if they plan to be done by finished construction by 2030 and have students go in 2029, that's like 3 years from now.
Right, right.
So you could be a 6th grader and see this whole thing.
Awesome. So for current high schoolers or high schoolers who are going to be in the actual school during construction, are they going to be moved around at all and have to do like satellite classes anywhere, or how's that going to work?
None of the current students during construction will be displaced like they would have been if they had done renovations to the existing school. Now, there will probably be some disruptions because even though it won't be happening on the actual building that they're in, there will be a massive construction site just hundreds of feet away on the football fields. And so I can imagine there will be some noise issues or, you know, any kind of ramifications from an active construction site really nearby. But I doubt it will impact students as much as it could have impacted students. And yeah, I don't think it will disrupt them all that much, other than the basic implications of being so close to a construction site.
Good to know. And what about the football team? Do you know where they're going to play? What's their home field going to be?
I actually don't know. I think that's still up in the air.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's still up in the air. I don't know, though.
And have they picked out a contractor or a construction company to actually do the work?
They do have one right now, but I think they will send it out to bid to find somebody, you know, to finalize the construction work. I think all the stuff that's led to this was the contracts were to get to this point, and then they renew the contracts after this. So that's my understanding.
Great. Awesome. Anything else you want to say specifically about the project that we missed?
Congratulations to all the yes voters. They had a lot of people working very diligently to get people out to vote. There were yard signs all over town. A very passionate group of people really wanted this new high school to be completed, to be done. And there was a lot of hard work. I mean, this is 3 years plus of work to get to this one momentous point. And, you know, for everybody that's worked really hard, a big congratulations. And I won't say my personal opinions, but I'm happy for everybody that worked hard to make this happen.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Devin. Always a pleasure to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Stick with us. We'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back. Let the holidays begin here. That's the slogan for lighting up Lexington. And this year, they certainly didn't disappoint. Downtown Lexington was transformed into a spectacular holiday display with sparkling lights and decorations adorning the streets, bringing a little holiday spirit to everyone.
There must have been some magic in that old silk cap they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around through the village with a broomstick swing if you can.
Lexington has a very special place in Santa's heart. I actually have a secret to tell you. Lexington is my favorite town. This town can come together and light that tree. All you have to do is believe and count down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, let the candy canes begin, and thank you so much for coming out this year. Have one.
Let's say it loud. Tell me you're going to be afraid.
I'm sorry. It'll taste good. Good? You're saying hi? How about you? What is your one? Very good. Merry Christmas!
Well, I'm getting a note here, hold up. And for the first time ever, to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the Battle of the Lexington Green, the Arch had its own special celebration. Take a look.
Earlier tonight, we lit up the center of town with the festive holiday lights, but now we're gonna light up something a little bit more special and a little different. We're here to light up our arch, which is really the heart of Lexington. And you might be wondering, for those that don't know what the arch is all about, this is more than just a decoration. The arch is a piece of history here in Lexington, and it's a replica of the arch that was built in 1875 to welcome President Grant. For this year, for the 250th, we decided that we would also build this arch, but instead of celebrating a president, we're celebrating all the volunteers here in Lexington. So in honor of our 250th anniversary, we set a goal of 250,000 hours of service to be done by July of 2026. We picked 2 people, and I'm gonna have them both come forward. First, our recipient of the white tricon hat for 2025. We have, and that's the highest honor you can receive here in Lexington. That was given to Sue Rockwell. And our second, our Minuteman Kane Award recipient, who we honored also on Patriots Day, Fred Johnson. So Sue and Fred, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the thousands of hours of service that both of you have given to this town. And they will be ceremoniously handing the bulbs over to our 2 standbys. We have Sarah Bothwell Allen, and we have Bill Kime over here, who are going to help screw the bulbs in. All right, so Sue and Fred, please hand the next set of bulbs over. So we are officially crossing the 140,000 hours. So we're over halfway there. This is amazing. Yeah. But we still need everybody's help to get this completed. So here's how you can help. If you can volunteer at a nonprofit, a school, or a house of worship, or anywhere, even if you're just helping your neighbor and don't get paid for it, that's volunteering. So please go to lex250.org and /VO250 and click on log your hours, and you'll be able to see a list of all the organizations where you can help as well. So we want to hit that 250,000 goal. So thank you everyone here in Lexington, and happy holidays everybody.
Absolutely beautiful. Be sure to head downtown and see it for yourself. You don't want to miss it. When students are struggling, sometimes they need a helping hand. Acclaimed pianist Paul Bempechat is lending his, performing a benefit concert to help students in need throughout Massachusetts. The concert is Sunday, December 14th at 3 p.m. in the courtyard of Grace Chapel. We sat down with Paul to get a preview of what to expect and learn what's driving the effort.
Love the sweater.
Thanks.
Paul Andre Bempechat. I'm a concert pianist, piano teacher and university professor at Mass College of Art and Design and researcher at Harvard. And we're doing an interview because of the annual benefit concert I do for The Shelf. And The Shelf is a budget that provides food, non-perishables, toiletries, and essentially money to students who just don't have it, who are suffering from nutrition insufficiency or worry. And some of it, I imagine, would go towards helping them to get home for Christmas. So when I heard about this, I couldn't believe that such a fund even existed. And so having been there and done that as a poor undergraduate in New York at the age of 17, I put my foot down and said, this is not going to happen under my watch. So this has built up over the years. The contributions have been growing and growing. And I'm hoping that this will continue for as long as, I have the good health to do it. And that we do not have any more students who are in financial trouble. But what brought me to Beethoven was the first concert I heard, which is in Montreal, where I grew up. On the mountain in the center of the city, there used to be concerts under the stars during the summer. And I heard a very wonderful French pianist and teacher at the Conservatoire, whose name was Vlad Opère-Lemuter, perform Beethoven's Fourth. And that basically did it for me in Beethoven. I got back and home and started to rummage through any music books I could find and started learning the Pathétique Sonata, which was kind of a jolt to my current piano teacher, who was giving me little pieces to play. And by the time 2 weeks had elapsed, I had learned the first movement. So then she decided to send me on to a more advanced teacher, which was a very wise decision. I usually put together programs that are a bit off the beaten track, even though the composers aren't. Other than that, the message on a more philosophical level is hope. We're in a tough time here around the world, and there are too many people without enough. And I'm trying to build solidarity. It's not just for the kids at Mass Art. It's to raise public awareness, and there's a lot of it in our area and in our state, our Commonwealth. There's a tremendous amount of attention to people who don't have, and this is my modest way of contributing to it. I'm Paul Andre Bempechat, a piano teacher, concert pianist, professor, and researcher. Everyone's welcome to my annual Beethoven Bash. It'll be Beethoven plus other composers this year at Grace Chapel on Worthen Road in Lexington, 3 p.m., Sunday, December 14th. Voluntary contributions, all tax deductible to the Mass Art Foundation, which will direct the money to the budget line known as the Shelf to help our underprivileged students. Thanks in advance. And for everybody who cannot make it at the site or on site, please tune into the LexMedia's YouTube channel, and you'll have it streamed right in your home or in your car or on your phone. So hope to see you there, and hope that you'll join in. And thanks again, and please do contribute.
You can expect to hear Beethoven, Mozart, Chopin, and more this Sunday, December 14th at Grace Chapel. Meanwhile, across town, Temple Emunah held another community gathering as part of Lexington's Anti-Semitism Task Force, LUAA, Lexington United Against Anti-Semitism. The Temple hosted a town-wide conversation for Lexington's interfaith and ethnic communities. Former Catholic priest and novelist James Carroll was the keynote speaker. He discussed how the values of Judaism are embedded in modern liberal democracies.
Down through the centuries, all that the Jewish people asked was for the right to be themselves. And their steadfast asking helped to bring it about for all people. That right is enshrined in structures like the separation of church and state, constitutional checks on state authority, freedom of conscience, and the principle that all persons are created equal.
That whole program is available now on our YouTube channel, LexMedia TV. We're going to take a short break, but the LHS football team at Fenway Park is coming up. Stay with us. The New Legacy Cultural Center, NLCC, held its first annual gala. The theme, Shared Light, Shared Heart. celebrating connection, culture, and compassion. LexMedia was there to capture the experience.
Hi, my name is Ting Fan, the Executive Director of New Legacy Cultural Center. And tonight we are here hosting our first annual fundraising gala. We are an educational and cultural nonprofit organization in Lexington. And we are very proudly also partnering with a lot of local nonprofits in town. We partnered with CAL, First Parish this year, mainly, of course, the Lexington History Museums, starting with the great food. Tonight, it's really a fun night with all the silent auction and live auction. Ended up with 4 colonial dancers from the Lexington History Museums, and it is a very culturally and I feel very attractive activity for the night. And I think all of the guests is going to be really having a good time.
Always great to hear from LexMedia's board member, Ting Fang. Awesome job there, Ting. What a great event. The Lexington High School Thanksgiving football game was a little different this year. The Minutemen took on Concord Carlisle in an iconic venue, Fenway Park. The team came up a little short, but it was an experience that will last a lifetime. LexMedia had a great time following the team. Here's a quick look at the action.
To play in this venue, it doesn't get any better than this. So tonight's going to be our Super Bowl. Usually, you know, Thanksgiving rivalries, you don't need much more to get up for the game, but to be in this type of an atmosphere, it's really icing on the cake, and it feels like a true Super Bowl, a true Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Right now, I'm just thinking, I want these kids to have a great experience. I want them to come out here and play as hard as they can. And we've been telling them all week, you only get one shot at this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So make the most of it. Don't leave anything to chance. Make the most of it.
That full game is available on our website at lexmedia.org and on our YouTube page at LexMedia TV. We end tonight with one more holiday tradition, the Taste of Lexington. Jake Klinzing was there, well, for the tasting, and he shares it with us.
So I'm Eric Michelson.
I'm Jerry Michelson of Michelson Shoes.
And we're also here to tell you about a great night that we're having with the Taste of Lexington. We got a record number of businesses joining us tonight, both restaurants and stores. Restaurants are offering great deals, and they're also giving out as part of the promotion a free ornament customized for this year. And all the stores that are participating, as you make a purchase, you're able to get a commemorative Taste of Lexington shopping bag, beautifully done, again, unique from last year's. Jerry, you've been involved with this, and what's some of the things that you like about the stores that are participating?
Yeah, so you can head down to Crafty Yankee, you can head over to Maxima, you can head over to Liberty Sweets.
Omar's?
Go over to Omar's. They have both food and goodies. Center Goods. And everyone has a bit of a discount going on tonight for the Taste of Lexington. The crowds have come out after they've had their meals at El Casal and Beijing, and over at Upper Crust, and down at
I love it First Bite.
Love it First Bite. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's a beautiful winter night out there. A little snow flying in the air, a little breeze blowing. Depot Square and Emery Park, there's a DJ playing. And we do this event early because we want to get into the top of your Christmas basket and your Hanukkah basket. And one neat feature this year, which is in the spirit of giving, is that we're making collections at both our store, Crafty Yankee, and Maxima for the Lexington Food Pantry, collecting both food donations and money donations. And so we hope that the community will, in addition to shop, step up and support this great cause, because there are some of our Lexington neighbors and friends that are facing some hard times and economic conditions, and they could use a little help to make the holidays more special for themselves. So we appreciate if everybody coming down can contribute in a little way to that cause too.
And just remember, we're here for the whole holiday season. From now on December 4th all the way to the holidays that you might celebrate. We're here for the gift giving that you may need, and for the winter time to keep you nice and warm.
Yep, and again, come, enjoy what we have to offer, but there are so many great shops and restaurants in the center. We all could use your support. Shop local, buy local, dine local, stay local, and enjoy the town that you live in.
What a great event, and make sure you head downtown to shop local this holiday season. For all of us here at LexMedia, I'm Rick Dorrington. Thank you so much for watching, and we wish you a joyous holiday season.